Hey everyone, and welcome to Prune Belly Insiders. I'm your host, Michael Adams. If you read the title of this video, yes, I'm going to be talking about my journey with MALS. Now, before I talk about my journey, I think it's important that I explain a little bit of what MALS is. So, MALS stands for Median Arcuate Ligament Syndrome, and it's where your median arcuate ligament presses too tightly against the celiac artery and the nerves in the area, which is known as the celiac plexus. So numerous conditions symptoms of it. Some of the symptoms I had was upper abdominal pain, pain while eating, well, actually extreme pain while after eating. It normally causes a fear of eating in a lot of people because the pain is so bad, to where they'll try to avoid eating altogether. They could. So I'm going to take it back to when I first started experiencing the symptoms, and a little bit of background information before I get into that. Before I started feeling these symptoms, I had a major surgery back in, I'd say, 2016. So it's been about 6 years now. And during that surgery, they removed my right native and right transplanted kidney. They built a catheterizable channel, and they did a tummy tuck. It was an 18-hour long surgery. So afterwards, I started having pain, and I tell the doctors, again, expecting pain after surgery, normal. But what was weird is I was having extreme pain while eating. And the only answer the doctors could give us at the time, because I was at one of the top 10 children's hospitals in the country, is, well, it takes you slower to heal from that surgery. And for a little bit, we did accept it. I think about a year went by after that, and we started saying, you know what, this is complete, bullcrap. There's no way it should take over a year for me to heal. I understand I heal slower, but there's no way it should have taken over a year for me to heal. We go back to doctor, we talk to them. They decide to admit me into the hospital. I was admitted all summer for, I think it was about 3 months. I've had multiple teams of doctors come in and look at me and run all kinds of tests, and unfortunately, they couldn't find nothing. But during this time, the doctors had made some very upsetting comments to me. Like when I came out of the surgery and said I was in pain, the doctor's words were, "I didn't promise you a rose garden." I was swelled, like right in this general area, and we had told the plastic surgeon about it. He had said that it was probably fluid, and then said, "What do you want me to do? Cut him open and hang him upside down by his feet?" So I think it's needless to say our relationship with these doctors at the time, and even a little bit animosity today, I'm not gonna lie about this, but it just wasn't a good relationship. But unfortunately, when you're not 18, your parents and it's not a bad thing, but your parents kind of control your your health and your medical situation. So unfortunately, I did have to stay with them. I think I ended up staying another 3 years. And then when I turned 19, I'd switched to an adult GI doctor, and he had switched some of the medications I was on for constipation, and that seemed to help in the sense of the constipation, although that really wasn't the issue we were going to him for, because my pediatrician had kind of taken care of the constipation issue. So it's more or less just, let's switch you from this medication to this medication type thing. I eventually transitioned all my care over to an adult hospital. The pain got so bad to a point where at one point we were debating on, well, actually not debating, they did this at one point. They put a PIC line, or central line, I should say, in me. And the plan for that was supposed to be to give me pain medication because I was under extreme amounts of pain and extreme amounts of pain while eating. So that was the plan. And unfortunately, that didn't go so well. He ended up putting the PIC line in, and a nurse was supposed to come out and check on him within 48 hours. Turns out that was never set up. I call my doctor who called to have the PIC line put in. Took 2 days to get a hold of him. And at that point, he said, go to the ER and get it taken out. Not come into the hospital where we put it in and let me see you and see if it has to be taken out and then take it out. It's go to your local ER and have it taken out. So that turned into a whole thing. I ended up in the hospital. I think it was a week, and the outcome of that ultimately was taking the PIC line out. Not long after that, I joined this nonprofit as a researcher. And what they were doing is they were building a database for all the information on, it was like 3 or 4 different rare diseases. I can't remember exactly what diseases they were. But one of them was the median arcuate ligament syndrome, or MALS. And I started watching videos on it because I wanted to get familiar with the condition since I was going to be researching it, or looking at the research that's done on it and summarizing it, I should say. So I started doing my research on it, and I was like, wait a second, these are all the symptoms I'm having, excluding one. So I was like, you know what, this might actually be something I have then. I went over, I took it to my doctor, and at first they were kind of dismissive about it. Because one of the side effects of MALS is diarrhea. And since I wasn't having diarrhea at the time, he thought, well, it can't be this, which I thought was kind of weird. So I said, look, can you at least try to run these tests? He said, all right, what tests do I run? And again, this is a rare condition. This, from the research I've done, is 80% primarily women, and 20% is children and men. So it's a very rare condition. It affects, I think it said 2 in every 100,000 people. So my doctor ends up contacting I think it was the Cleveland clinic. And a doctor from there had reached out to my doctor and told him exactly what tests to run. The first test I had was a mesenteric ultrasound. And once I had that, it had said, the results from that had said that it was consistent with MALS. So I think it was after that, I can't remember exactly all the tests they ran. There was one other test I can't remember. Oh wait, no, it was a endoscopy. So they ran those 2 tests, and it came. Now there's one test that was hard to run, and it was hard to get a doctor to run this, and it's called a celiac plexus block. And what that basically is a nerve block that they go and put in your celiac plexus to numb the nerves. And the reason they did this is they said this would determine whether or not a surgery for this condition would work. So it took a while to get it. It's not an easy thing for me to get. I mean, not an easy thing for me to find a doctor with this, but I eventually found a doctor who was willing to do it. And I had actually gotten that yesterday. And you know what? Today I ate my first meal with absolutely no pain. That was just amazing. I mean, it's been 6 years since I was able to eat without pain, and it's just amazing to finally be able to do that again. So as of right now, where we're standing, I guess we need to get a hold of the Cleveland Clinic and set up an appointment with them. And I'm very excited to go meet this doctor. So I'll keep you guys updated. If you guys want to see more videos like this, or want to see more videos where either me or other Prune Belly survivors go a little bit deeper in on certain aspects of our lives, I know this wasn't too deep into it, but I kind of just wanted to get the awareness out there for this more than anything right now. If you want to hear more on this condition, or you want me to talk about this a journey more in depth, please like and subscribe and comment the word more. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you like this video, and please share this video. Together we can hashtag raise Prune Belly awareness, and now hashtag raise MALS awareness. I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. More details left to come, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.
For a long time, I seemed unique from a very early age, asking why, feeling weak, living within a cage, wondering if I am the only one.
What was I supposed to make of my limitations? How much more should I take of this situation? Can it be I am the only one?
The only one. The only one.
All throughout, I found out what love's about, leaving no doubt I'll survive. Channel the drive, not deprived. Feel alive.
Do you know how it feels to be different? At times you think you are the only one who exists with the pain of not being the same. When you got brothers and sisters that don't share the same last name, or share the same blood, or share the same battle. Some days are real good, some days are just a hassle. Operations to doctor visits, you are not alone. So I wrote this to let you know you don't have to be alone.
The only one.
You don't have to be
The only one.
You don't have to be alone.
These days, there are ways through the haze to sing His praise. We gather here with prayers held dear, wanting to erase all pain, death, and fear. Lord, please help them see. No one seems to have heard just how this came to be. We need to spread the word.
Show the world I'm not the only one. No, no. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for this community. Thank you, Lord, for the presence we share. Thank you, Lord, for
volunteer organization devoted to patient support and education of the medical community about this rare condition.
1 in 40,000 live births result in prune belly syndrome, and all of them have all or some of their abdominal muscles missing.
50% will not survive their second birthday.
Our goal is to change the medical profession's perception of prune belly syndrome as a hopeless condition
and to educate and promote an interest among the community to do further research into the causes of the syndrome
and more effective treatments.
www.prunebelly.org.
You can help.
Thank you, Lord, for this community. Thank you, Lord, for the things we share. Thank you, Lord, for this unity. Thank you, Lord, for the power of care. Thank you, Lord, for showing me I'm not the only one.
If you don't know what prune belly is, please go to www.prunebelly.org